Hi everyone, I'm here with Jonathan Whitworth from C-SPAN today. We just did a tour of their amazing facilities, and I'm going to talk to him a little bit about apprenticeship today. So, Jonathan, can you tell me a little bit about C-SPAN? What you do?
Sure. So C-SPAN is a multitude of different marine companies here in British Columbia. We own tugboats for docking ships. We own tugs and barges. Many of you'll see are underneath bridges and going up and down the coast. 120 barges and about 38 boats. We own a bunkering business, which refuels ships at anchor. We own a ferry business, and we move product back and forth between the Lower Mainland and Vancouver Island. And of course, we own shipyards. One in Victoria and two here on the North Shore, including this shipyard, Vancouver Shipyards, which will be rebuilding the Navy's Coast Guard and Navy fleet.
And so you have over 370 tradespeople on site. Many of them are apprentices. What benefits do you see from having apprentices on board site?
I think it's a win-win. It's a win from an employer standpoint, is because we get young, energetic, smart, great ideas coming from new employees coming into our system through the apprentice. And what some people say is, oh, well, they don't know about the trade that they're going into. But what we found is, because a lot of our trade is requiring some type of electronic or technology knowledge and experience, more often than not, the apprentices are coming here and actually teaching us some about some of our equipment. So that's a big win for the employer, and from the employee, I think it's the start of a new career. And through shipbuilding and through the National Shipbuilding Procurement Strategy, the federal government, this is going to be the start of hopefully a career opportunity in shipbuilding right here in British Columbia.
Yeah. And with all the experience you have with apprenticeship, what advice do you have to an employer as they start an apprenticeship system?
For an employer, it's quite simple. You just have to start. So I think it's very easy to fall into the trap of thinking that you will worry about apprentices later. The later is now. Getting involved and ensuring that you have a future workforce means actually starting today. So acknowledging that we have a trades force that is aging every day, there's a requirement to replace that. And the best form of doing that is working with young apprentices to enter the trade and get them into your organization. It doesn't happen overnight, but once you start, it will have a snowball effect, and you'll see the average age of your workforce decreasing and the average productivity of your workforce going through the roof.
And on the flip side of that, for any young person out there that's looking to start an apprenticeship, what advice do you have for them? What do you look for when you're hiring?
We look for somebody that has kind of three requirements. One is the kind of the technical school side of it. So they're going to have to go through their foundations and going through either BCIT or Camosun or one of the many great trade schools that we have in British Columbia. Then we want to make sure that they have I would say, a common sense and a desire to be able to do a job in a safe manner. That's really, really important. So part of it is the book smart, and some of it is just common sense smart. We need people that can act and think on their toes. And thirdly, we operate a drug and alcohol-free establishment, and so we've got to make sure that everybody that works here, because we work in an area around steel and cranes and objects that can hurt, you've got to be clean. So we are looking for those three things.
Perfect. And then if they're looking to go into the marine sector, what type of careers can a tradesperson look for?
Well, the good news about the marine sector and C-SPAN in specific, because of all of those different organizations that we have with under C-SPAN, we have 22 different collective bargaining agreements or 22 different union relationships. And we span all of those. So we have electricians, we have crane operators, we have welders, we have ship fitters. We have union employees and tradesmen and women that work in our tug fleet, in our barge fleet. They do bargemen, so they actually work around our oil barges. All of those have trades and require apprentices. So the good news is, from a marine side of it, it could be shipyard or it could be actually operating one of our vessels.
Awesome. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us.
Of course.
Thank you for all your hard work in the apprenticeship system.
No problem. Welcome back.